Ready or not, you know it's a courtesy question as always. So let's go ahead and find ourselves in a gentle, wide knees, child pose position. And just put your body on your mat the way it feels comfortable. I know Mondays are not always an easy to jump start, especially if Sunday wasn't particularly active, but we must, especially on Monday, put an extra effort to jumpstart this week strong, so then we have productive, active, strong, flawless week. So let's set an intentions for this practice. No judge, not to compare as always. Do the best what we can. Love, smile, because we are here to take care of our physical bodies, minds and souls. So let's go ahead, slowly rise up off the ground to the first cat and cow pose. Open up, expand. Make sure it feels good, it feels right. And dive back all the way to your child pose. Of course, as your knees are sensitive, come on back up to them. You can always start to bring your extra little kneeling pads. Come on back down. Let's do just a couple more, 2, 3. Depends, of course, how fast or slow you're moving. Try to expand full range of motion when you are in your tabletop. It feels so good. Let's do one more. All the way, come on up and stay right up here, and let's move through cat and cow for just a few more flows. Make sure that you let your neck to be completely relaxed when you go around your back. Scoop the stomach in, no tangent in the neck and shoulders. And let's do 1 or 2 more. And then hold together. Let's bring our knees and feet parallel to each other so we can start our little hip circles. Start shallow. It's a great warm-up. It's a great warm-up flow for the lower back and hips. Slowly add the relaxed shoulders, relaxed neck and head, elbows. Just let your body to move in one flow, in a concert, all the body parts. And once you finish a few more circles, go ahead and reverse it. Don't be shy, because we all doing the same thing. Try to experience the connection between all the body parts, your hands, your wrists, your knees. And couple more in this direction. And then stop right in the center. Go ahead and tuck your toes for the first very gentle downward facing dog. Really one of my favorite asanas, because it can be done anywhere, anytime. Stretches entire body. Slowly bring your knees on the floor. Open up. And let's repeat this gentle downward facing dog. You can keep your heels lifted for now if you have to. And all the way back down on the kneeling position. Express. On the next few flows, if you will decide to return back to the hover, instead of full tabletop on your knees touching the floor, you can do that with me. Just join me for a little bit more strength on upper body. So we can start to work more on your shoulders and back. Let's do a few more. don't forget to strengthen in your belly. Bring the stomach in on transition from the down to the top. Go ahead and send your knees on the floor and reach your right arm. Give it a couple sweeps before we're going to go to first very gentle thread the needle to wake up the shoulders deeper. When you're ready, just put your hand on the floor, your palm flat. We don't have to raise the legs, arms right now, just a gentle little twist. Then return back and do the same exactly thing from other side. First open up the shoulder for the couple little circles and then sweep it under. Try to put palm flat on the floor. No tension, come on back up. And let's tuck the toes one more time. This time we're gonna send the right hand towards the left side of our body. Doesn't have to be an ankle, it can be the thigh, it can be the knee. Try to keep your body level, strong. If you have a wrist injuries, challenges, definitely maybe knees on the floor to doing the same thing in the tabletop. Let's go ahead and switch the direction. All the way cross body stretch. If you have more range of motion, gently pull on that ankle or calf, wherever you hold into. Bring your belly closer to your thighs. Relax your head and neck. Come on back to the center and walk to your plank. We continue to wake up the body. We're gonna go for the gentle few, just a few heels to the floor. Little rotation on the waistline. Make sure it's a very, I would say, controlled movement, so you're really activating your abs to protect your back. And a couple more. Go ahead and raise your right foot off the floor. See how you feel. And draw that knee across and hold. If that is too much, go on your knees. Come on back up. Raise the leg up. All the way, downward facing dog, single legged. Put your knee on the floor, push down, hold. Wrap your ribcage with your elbows. Stay on your knees, guys. Tabletop, knee towards the nose. Let's do a couple more push-ups like this if you can. Come on back up. I know, one more time. Knee towards the nose. Go ahead and dive into your child pose for just a few breaths. See if you want to put your hands right above your head, stretching your shoulders and back. You don't have to. Let's slowly bring the hands back on the ground. Downward facing dog. Push the hips back, walk to your plank. And a few more movements for the lower back. We don't have to go quick. And then once you're ready, come up back to the straight plank. Lift your left, drive it to the right, hold it. Breathe, guys. You can always go on your knees. Downward facing dog, all the way, reach the leg up. Come on down, push up, knee on the floor. Knee all the way towards the chin or chest. Couple more push-ups like that, frame your rib cage. Come on back up. One more, everyone, we got this. Knee towards the nose. Go ahead and spread your knees slightly wider. Puppy pose. Keep the tailbone right in between the knees. Your chest may or may not go on the floor. Just go by sensations. We don't want to push or force the body through the pain. but we want to do our best and go a little bit more than the comfort boundary. All right, come on up slowly. Go ahead and hover with me. Wrist elbow, shoulder one on top another. Tap your right foot behind, and if you feel this is extremely hard on your upper body, on your wrist, your shoulders, put the left knee on the floor. Breathe, guys. Press the heel on the right deeper into the floor. And go ahead and switch. I know. Press the left heel into the floor. Push against the ground with your hands in both feet. Bless you. All right. Excellent. Come on up, downward facing dog. Relax the head and neck. Reach your right leg up. Give your hip a couple circles just so you can go for the easier step forward. And reach the right leg up. Come up on the left tippy toes. It's a little help to step wider and then step through. If your step not wide enough and your knee didn't reach the ankle, then just readjust it. Hands on the hips. Come on up. Let's wake up the legs. Come on down. Come on up. Come on down. Breathe, don't shake. Come on up. And come on down and hold. Runner lunge. We're gonna flow between runner lunge and a warrior two. Warrior two now. Now, to get back to runner lunge, all you have to do is to pivot on your back foot. This is it. Gorgeous. And couple more. Strong legs, guys. Come on back up. Let's do one more to be sure that everybody worked in 3 rounds of these ones. Come on up, step back. Now, chaturanga is your choice. For my beginners, tabletop will work just perfectly. Come on up. Downward facing dog. Don't stress, don't compare, don't judge. As long as you stay through the practice, you're improving. We all need to push ourselves slightly beyond the comfort boundary, no matter what we do in this life. Take a deep breath in. Go ahead and raise your left. Give yourself a few little circles or big ones. Rise up on the tippy toes on the right. That will help you to step wide. You can do it in a 3-step process as well. 3 little steps. Put the knee on the floor first and hands on the hips. Lengthening up that back just above the hips. Start to rise up. It's a lot of balance here. Use your both legs. And one more. Come on down, raise those arms overhead. Elbows along the ears if you can. And warrior two. Let's work on a smooth transition for a runner lunge. Runner lunge. Warrior two. Now runner lunge, everyone. We have one more cute little round all the way. Warrior and runner. Let's go ahead and step back through chaturanga or tabletop, your choice. One is not better than other, it's just a natural progression. When we get in stronger, we load in our body a little bit more with more challenging exercises. Go ahead and rise your right leg. And step forward to your runner lunge. Arms up, warrior two team. Go ahead, tap your back leg very lightly. Do your best not to rely on that back leg, just the top. So the strength is on your legs. Arm up, chest up and open. We're gonna go to the side angle. Arm overhead. Now, if the side angle is not there yet, you can put your elbow on top on your thigh, right above your knee. Let's do this Revolve one more time, a little bit deeper if you can. On your legs, guys. No pressure on the arms. Come on back to the side angle. Arm overhead, overhead, overhead. Slowly pivot to your low lunge. Knee on the floor, left knee on the floor. Open up. From here, we're going to practice our lizard and the bound lizard. If you will decide to join me later. Your hands can be on the floor, your elbows might be on the floor by now, and maybe even your forehead on the ground if you feel flexible on your hips and back. Again, one is not better than another. Bring attention to the hips. Before we go even for the bound lizard, we're going to give a few extra flexibility flows for the hips so it's easier. If you decide to go there, come on up slowly. We're going to go monkey pose or Vinyasa prep back to the low lunge. Hands on the floor and just shift the body weight back. Hold the toes on the floor. That's perfect. Come on back. And a couple more. Hip right above the knee. Let's do one more just like this. And then go ahead and catch up on your quadricep. On your ankle, stretch your quadricep. It's a great stretch for Monday. Now we're gonna know who sat on the sofa entire Sunday. Okay, go ahead. Or who did 100 squats. That's also counts. It's gonna be tight too. Lean off the knee, guys, lean off the knee. Make sure you try to press that ankle a little bit closer to your glute. I know. Excellent work. Go ahead and let it go. Equestrian. So all you have to do is to move this ankle a little bit more towards the front. If the ankle used to be right under the knee, so now it's a little bit farther. You can put your hands where you like it. If you can't relax, the hands must be on the ground. If it feels that it's super uncomfortable in the hips, put them on the floor. Relax the toes at the back foot. It's going to be hard to open up more hips with the curled toes. And we're going to bring the hands back on the floor. Come back to your lizards or come back to the bound one. The bound one, when we take the arms over the lower back. Some of you so balanced and so strong, go ahead and lift your knee off the floor. Breathe, breathe, guys. You don't have to lift that knee off the ground at all. Slowly undo the bound if you have it. Step to your plank. Chaturanga team is your option, or tabletop. Come on. And downward facing dog. Take your time, bend the knees for a few repetitions. Just feel your own body moving, feel your own body alive. And listen what the body needs. The listening and understanding of your dynamics in the physical body is the key to the health. There are so many diets, so many prescription things, what to do to feel good. But we first start to listen. Go ahead and raise your left leg. And step to your runner lunge. All right, okay, arms up. Chest up and lift it all the way above the hips, warrior two. Stay strong on the legs when you do your little flip. Now side angle, hand on the floor or forearm on the thigh on top next to the knee. Arm over, head extend, 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 extend. That's it, because it feels good from fingertips to the ankles, to the toes. Let's go for the reverse one more time. Back to the side. Open up and extend that arm all the way overhead. That's it. Not an easy when you extend it. Try not to flip your face down right now. Keep the chest towards the wall, towards the side wall. And now, pivot on the toes. Low lunge. Let's relax the toes. Open it up, and we're gonna go for lizard. Your way, hands, elbows, blocks. Some of you gonna go for the forehead. Come on up slowly. We're gonna go for little flexibility flow for hips. Just hands on the floor, shift it back. Try to set your left hip above the left knee and back to the front. Just a few, just feel it through. See if every single time you can bring your belly closer on your quadricep. Make a little notes about right and left side. And when you come up on the way up, go ahead and catch up on the ankle. Gentle little stretches up here. Try to press your foot towards your knee. Lean a little bit more towards the front of your mat. That's it. Just imagine that the muscle running from the knee to your groin area getting longer on the right leg, if you follow with me. All right. Very good. Let it go. Equestrian. Just a little push for the front foot. Hold the hands, guys, on the floor with the back tilted. If you taking it up and you feel no tension, I mean, it's going to be some tension, but if it's doable and you can actually let the gravity take charge, then hold it like that. Otherwise, just hands on the floor, totally fine. Right. One little step at a time. Try to release the toes on the back foot. And then we're gonna go for the lizard, bound lizard or regular lizard as we did. So you may start just with the hands around your foot. And that's a big deal. If your shoulders is flexible, your back, your arms, you can tuck the toes even. You might first bind and then tuck the toes. Go ahead for that one. Requires some extra balance, to be honest. Requires some extra balance. Breathe. Come on back. Plank, guys. Chaturanga optional. Come on up. And downward facing dog. We're gonna go for a couple of vinyasas, little asanas connected with the breath and flow in movement. So go ahead and transfer your body to up dog or cobra or sphinx. Back to the downward facing dog. We're gonna add a little single leg if you're ready. You don't have to. Come on up. Come on back. Left leg. All the way up, dog cobra. Protect your back with your abs, guys. All the way right. And all the way left. You can move much lower than I go. Come on back, stay in your downward facing dog. Look forward, bend your knees. Step over, half to the front. Halfway neutral spine. And forward hold right here. Relax your head and neck. Look halfway through. Sweep those arms up overhead, elbows next to the ears or up front of your heart. Lift your right heel. Breathe, guys. Go ahead and place your both hands up front and left elbow outside of that right knee. Press your both palms one into another. Feel the back, the sides of your body. Breathe, guys. Come on back up. Inhalation. Sweep it all the way under. Prepare for the back bend. Your choice, guys. Your choice. Doesn't have to be all the way forward fold. Look halfway through. Bend, step, walk or hop. Your choice. If you do hop, hop light. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Look forward, bend your knees. And back to the front. Forward fold. Halfway sweep those arms. Next to the ears, above or next to the heart. Go ahead and lift your left heel. Remain a squat and right outside of the left. Press your hands one into another. Open up. Level your body. Come back. Arms up. Sweep down. Stay on the legs. Now back bend. Your choice, supported, unsupported. Forward fold. Don't break your backs. All the way halfway, step forward, hop. Push down, chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. All right, guys, you are the best. Are you tired a little bit? We're gonna go on the knees. Me too. Knees on the ground. As an active one. Come on up, guys. We're gonna practice some back bends in camel pose or Savasana. Always tuck your toes. Hold it shorter period of time if you have to. You will get stronger as you practice. Right towards the right. Now, before you go deeper, push the hips forward and open up the chest up. That's it. Come on back. And just round your back opposite direction. Just a couple times. Stretch it. Come on up. Left over the left. Before you go anywhere, don't squat, hips forward, chest up and open, rotation towards the ceiling. So we try to send our both shoulders equally facing the ceiling. Downward facing dog, everyone. All the way. All right. Relax your head and neck. Back down on the floor. Now, I'm gonna give you a couple progressions. So you can do the same thing, one arm, but send it across a little bit farther. You can come with me with the both hands on the heels. Or just increase a little bit by sending the right hand towards the left foot, hips forward. Open up, shoulder blades connected, chest, rib cage open towards the ceiling. Come on back. As long as we follow through downward facing dog, it will improve. The contingency is all we have to practice, we have to show up. One time a week is not enough. Just a friendly reminder of the instructor. All right, relax your head and neck. Come on back down, one more Savasana. Please, guys, repeat one of those 3 or 4, whichever you did. I'm gonna go for unsupported one, arms overhead. If you have back injuries, this is not for you. Just take a good care of your body. and back, definitely. One more downward facing dog. Scoop the stomach in, give it a good, 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 good. Relax the neck and head. Press the palms really firm into the floor. And go ahead and raise your right leg. All the way. Step forward, crew. We're gonna practice triangles. So back foot is on the floor, warrior one. You have to be stepping almost using the full length of the mat. Mats are pretty much standard, warrior two. Some of us shorter like me, no matter how much I'm gonna try, it's gonna be hard for me to step to two different corners of the mat. Go ahead and lean a little bit lower into the legs. Take your palms up. Now come on up. So what you're gonna do with me is slide. Your knees are soft. Both knees soft and extended. So you're sliding from the hip bone in the waistline. And when you feel there is no more room for a slide, then you take it up. See how easy it is to find a good form rather than hold your triangle. Many people hold your triangles, they would go like this. We don't want to do that. We want to put the hand on the block or on the leg. Go ahead and send this arm behind the back or inner thigh. Some of you will be able to reach to inner thigh. If you look, you can see a little triangle in between your quadricep, your tricep, and your waistline inside. Let's take the chest up. Hold it with me. We're gonna slowly undo the hand. Take the toes on the front foot, which is on the top of your mat. Take them on the side. And slowly sit. Some of us would need to be seated on the toes, which is normal. If you're sitting on the full foot, maybe even on the toes, but you feel that stability and balance, go ahead and open up. If you feel a lot of flexibility in your back and balance, and you did that bound lizard earlier on, you're definitely ready for bound around your knee. Don't sacrifice your form, please, and your breathing for the bind. It's just a little extra option, little progression for fun. It's not gonna make you much healthier. It means that you do have an open shoulders if you can bind, but please don't stress about it. Please don't stress about it. It will come. Come on back to the center. All the way. Draw this front foot 1/4 closer. Most of us will find the hips right now on the right side. It's just a natural. And then just sweep them to the center to make sure that your body is ready for a quality pyramid pose. Because see what's going to happen. If your hips are here, you're going to be folding forward in between your feet. Rather than do it the right way, forward fold to the front leg. Let's work on the soft extended knees. If your knee is constantly bending forward, you need to do more of that magical quadricep stretch on the floor when we catch up on the ankle. Keep on folding forward. Go ahead and lift your toes. Shift the body weight slightly back. Work on the lengthening in the back. Some of you have a really great balance. Go ahead and put your both hands on top and lengthening your spine. Make sure your spine is long and extended, covering it above the back. Let's go ahead and put the foot back on the floor. Look with me towards the left foot. See where your body stands, just put the hands in between. Draw both of them towards the left ankle or reach up and open. left leg off the ground. Go ahead and bend your left knee and see if you can hitch up on the ankle, just like this. Little preparation for super shoulder pose. Maybe we will do it in a few months as we work really hard. You can imagine if we put the time frame 3 months, that's something really, really scary. Okay, keep on breathing. Go ahead and raise the knee up and try to continue to press the ankle towards the glute. Let it go and step all the way behind. The left leg goes on the right. Go ahead and reach first. Give it a little side stretch. And go ahead and squat. If you're not practicing your baby grasshopper, you will sit on the floor and then try to catch the leg. But look how magical it is. Only few people could do it last year, and almost all of you guys holding the baby. Now we have to learn how to make a transition back to standing. Please stop the floor. Please stop the floor. You don't have to do it my way. Just watch in Ardha Chandrasana. Very nice. It didn't happen overnight with me as well. But my inspiring team definitely contributes to that. Go ahead and put your both feet on the floor. Loose pose, loose pose. Hips down. It will improve. I know it's getting better. Look at your baby pictures. We all could sit there without thinking. It's challenging, but we can reverse it back. Come on, back up. Forward fold. Practice your Padahastasana with me today, or just forward fold, or even little ragdoll when you bend your knees. Through the hip flexor. Let's go ahead and step back or up. Push down chaturanga. Dog. Downward facing dog. We're going to repeat this flow in from other side, and I promise I will take you on the floor to sit and to lay down on your belly as well. Step forward with the left, warrior one. Warrior one. Chest straight forward. Warrior two. Get a little bit lower into the legs. Step wide. Step wide. Palms up. Extend the knee. Both legs loaded equally. Go ahead and start to little slide. Give your body some time. Watch your knees and put the hand on the floor. Open up to your triangle when you're ready. When you do the correct preparation for the diving into triangle, it feels really natural. As natural as it can feel on your level of practice. Go ahead and wrap your arm behind the back, maybe towards the inner thigh. We're holding it. Try not to rotate your chest, your shoulders down towards the floor. Go ahead and undo the arm. And we're gonna take the foot which is on the front, guys, on the very front. And we're gonna take it to the corner of the mat. So you can squat on it. Some of you would need to have both hands on the floor. Some of you will open right away. If you stayed on the tippy toes, even lightly, it's okay. Open up first, hold for the few breaths before the bind if you're ready for it. It's a practice, right? Not a destination. We're not aiming just to hold the bird of paradise or baby grasshopper. It's a process which we go through, opening the body. Hopefully a few times a week. Hopefully a few times a week. Bind if you have the bind, of course. And then let's slowly return back to the center. Move the front foot from the front closer to the pyramid pose. Square your hips, carry over hips from the left to the center. Lengthening the spine. Let's look halfway. Lift the toe. When you lift in, you will find that your body wants to move the hips back towards the left. Just watch out for this. Put the left hand on the left. And if you have a lot of balance, bend your right knee. Put your both hands on top. Lengthening the spine. That's it. Come on back. Lift your right leg. First, try to catch on the left ankle. We're not doing anything else. We're just holding it kind of as low as you need to catch. And then if you can bring it a little bit higher and continue to press your ankle towards the glute like we did on the floor. Go ahead and do so. Baby grasshopper. Let's stop first and stretch. Reach your right hand over the right ankle, but the ankle is on the left. And then switch the connection. The arms, left arm, right ankle. Left arm, right ankle. That guy's so good. So good. All right. Let's work on the transition to Arca Chandrasana. Tap the floor if you have to. If your left leg is very strong, then you don't have even to tap. Put the left hand on the floor, Arca Chandrasana. It sounds easier than when it's done, but it's always like that. When you begin your practice, downward facing dog feels hard. Then something else feels hard, and then eventually it gets better. Go ahead and put your both feet on the floor, forward fold. We're gonna take our step back. Let's try to put our belly slowly on the floor, not to throw it down. Slowly, excellent. Hands next to the shoulders, next to the rib cage. Shoulders all the way away from the ears. Push against the floor, rise up. Come on down. We're gonna grab our left ankle with the left hand. Put the right elbow underneath. Vinyasa or floor prone frog, half frog. So try not to use the shoulder. Open it up and send the strings from the back. When you press in on top, strings comes from the back and you simultaneously level your belly on the floor. How are you doing? Make sure you guys not feeling that in the ankle, because this is working on the hip and partially on the knee. You have to bring attention to your hip and the knee. Let it go. And we do the same from other side, switch. So the strings come from the back, from the lower back, middle back, and upper back. How low you're gonna bring this ankle down, it doesn't matter. And as long as you're not doing this, because I can put my ankle down by shifting my hips. Try to keep your belly flat on the floor and use the flexibility of the hip and partially of the knee. So don't raise one or other glute. Put a little bit more, little pressure there. Let it go now. Let's dive to the sleeping crocodile all the way, arms to the front, forehead on the floor, full relaxation for the body. If you're not ready for the full bow with me, then do just a single legged at a time. Hold about 10-15 seconds, 5-6 breaths on one side, and then switch the direction. Little tip, inner thighs towards the ceiling, simultaneously upper body and lower body. Make sure your neck is relaxed. That's good, that's good, that's very good, very good, very good, very good. Come on down. Put your forehead on the ground. Put your hands on your ankles. Press right gently. Vinyasa or prone frog. What we did with one side, we gently press in on the both ankles. It doesn't have to be crazy. Let it go. Extend your knees, come on up slowly. All right, let's give our back a couple more stretches and we'll take you to the seated position. We're going to make a transfer to lay down. So just twist and turn, using not just your shoulders and elbows, but include the lower back. If you need to lift the hips off the floor, just an extra little pivot together with the shoulders, you can do that. Just try to focus on sensations, on a good part of the sensations. Find the places where it feels good, the place where you want to stay for a couple seconds. And then once you're done with this, come on up slowly your way. Make your transition to the seated position first. We're going to go for a seated forward fold to decompress the back and then lay down for a few more asanas. Go ahead and pull your glutes out. When you go for forward fold, I know we have a relatively beginners here. Just we don't have to strive to the full forward fold here. It can be somewhere up here, as long as that has your soft spine. Lengthening from the hip flexor and out. Watch for your knees. Press the under the kneecaps space, under the knees, into the floor. You're gonna come halfway, rise up, and put the one foot inside. Fix the position of the sit bones, fold forward again. Please stay right where you are. Or for those who wants to join me for the half lotus today, go ahead and place your ankle on top now. Make sure that your ankle is not crying out of pain, okay? It's external hip rotation. My left side, which I'm using right now, if yours is right, is much worse than my right due to the injury, so I'm very careful. Just be aware of the knees and ankles. Majority of the little straighten pressure in the hip. Go forward. You can keep it as it was. And let's slowly take it back up. I'm going to switch the legs. First start simple, open it, level it, start to fold forward. And then if you choose to stay right where you are, you can do that, or camel practice of lotus. Gentle forward fold, all the way through, halfway through, whatever you can do. All right, go ahead and lay down. We're gonna practice today just the low boats for our abdomen strength. We do a couple more things to keep our abdomen strong. So draw your knees first over the chest, feel good. Then let's start with a one leg at a time. Hold your right, extend the left or vice versa. We're gonna do both. Make sure that you maintain right now your lower back on the floor. Now lift your shoulders off the ground, and that's a great variation for beginners, or if you're coming out of the back injuries, go ahead and switch and make sure that your lower back is on the floor. You can rest your shoulders anytime you have to, or join me for the low boat Navasana. Lower back on the floor, chin off the chest slightly. Come on down, rest. We're gonna go ahead and take the legs up towards the ceiling. Interlace your hands, put them at the base of your neck and head. Where's the neck and head connected? We're gonna do a little crunches today, but make sure it doesn't come from your neck. It comes from the abdomen and all the way back, but don't touch the floor with the elbows. Lift, contract, take it back. Lift, contract, not from the neck. Try not to push on the neck. From the abdomen, pure from abdomen movement. Let's do a couple more, and then we're gonna hold it for a few breaths. One more, guys. Undo the hands, reach to the toes. Chin off the floor, everyone. Chin off the floor. Go ahead and put your right on top on the left for the eagle. Left arm on top on the right. Connect and contract. Activate your abdomen, crew. Activate your abdomen. Now, I know it's hard to look at me right now. Just listen. Go ahead and tap the floor with the toes. And undo the arm. Just release arms back. Do it a couple more times. Contract. And release. Now give it even stronger contraction. You got this. Undo those arms and legs. Send your arms on the side. And just move your knees side to side, holding your shoulders on the floor. Go ahead and send your left knee above the right. Eagle legs. Right arm above the left. Eagle arms, contract and hold. Shoulders off the floor. Tap your toes towards the ground. Contraction. Toes towards the ground. Just one more strong one. Come on, Kale. Undo your arms and legs. Go ahead and send your arms on the side and couple more windshielding movements. Shoulders on the floor. Go ahead and put your feet wider than your mat, wider than your mat. Arms next. You don't have to lift your hips. It's an extra little challenge. If you lift your hips off the floor, you can keep your hips on the ground and fold one knee at a time. Just by holding it in a bridge gives you a little bit bigger, wider range of motion. Let's do one more on each side. And bring the hips back down on the floor. Put your both feet together if you can. Hands on top. Gently press. Some of you will be able to bind up here. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Let your head down. Slowly come down to the floor. Take your arms all the way behind. Legs extended. Any position you like, any place feels good, feels centered, feel rested. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and draw the breath, draw the oxygen to your belly. Belly naturally expands. On exhalation, gently contract your belly naturally. Again, it doesn't have to be forced. Do it a couple more times. It's really calming, settling breath. With inhalation, inhale life, strength, vitality, challenge, health, transformation, abundance, love, relationship, anything you're seeking. Anything you're seeking already in your life. Sometimes we are so blind. We view in this world every single day, new day, from the presumption, from the glasses of yesterday, from the past. Just a little reminder, past is not equal to the future. On exhalation, slowly let your body to come up to the seated position. Both hands up front. Look inside your heart. Open that heart for love, help, for contributing to other people's lives. We can acquire all the possessions or the positions, all the titles, all the money, all the houses, all the properties, everything we think about, and it's natural for humans, but it's not going to make us happy. The love inside and the contribution to other people's lives, that's what we are. Look inside that heart, smile, same with your heart. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. We help each other to grow and flow through the rest of this week with unshakable love and peace inside. Namaste. Great job, guys. Excellent, 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 excellent.